this video, we're just taking a look at some of the jobs that I've had to get done in the last few weeks. This footage is actually of a bunch of swallows that came into the garden, and they were just all flying around and swooping through for about 40 minutes until I had to go to work. And yeah, it was pretty amazing to watch actually. I'm not sure why they were doing it, but it was cool to watch nonetheless. So one of the jobs was turning the compost over to the middle bay. My dogs had a ball doing this. They obviously could smell some mice in there. It was a little bit drier than I really wanted it to be, so there wasn't a whole heap of worm activity, but it was good to see because then I knew I had to keep it a lot more wet. And yeah, as you can see, the dogs had to have some time to suss out if they could find anything in there. The little black and white dog is getting on in age, so can't jump as high, so I had to keep lifting him up into the compost. Poor old boy. Then I needed to hang some of my mullein and calendula on my new drying rope that I've hung in the kitchen. So I just went through with some leaves and just sorted out equal amounts so I wasn't having one end too heavy or anything, and just tied them up in bunches. Then came time to tie them up onto the rope, and yeah, just tying them up, hang them there to dry, and as they dry or as you need them, you can just snip them down. So it looks pretty cool. I got this idea from Gaz Oakley, who does this with all of his medicinal herbs in his kitchen. It looks really cool. Once I finish renovating the house, it'll probably look even better because then I won't have patches all over my walls. And then we were up till 1 AM on one of these mornings catching a dugite that I found in the kitchen that I nearly stood on when I was walking around it late at night. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to see this fella in my house, but I love snakes, so it was exciting at the same time, but also I didn't want either the dogs or my son to get bitten, so off it went. And then I just got to mulching up some corn stems that were pulled out of our garden, and it actually turned out to be really, really good mulch. So next year definitely be doing this again. It was almost so good that you feel like just growing the corn just for the mulch. So yeah, I ended up using it in my front garden bed where I was planting out some more roselle, and it's definitely worked a treat. Then I needed to spray my citrus plants for citrus leaf miner and gall wasp. Now, I just followed directions on the kaolin clay and mixed it all up. I use this to prevent the citrus gall wasp and citrus leaf miner, and it works a treat providing that you keep on top of it. I've also been trialing it on aphids and red spider mite as well, and as I've said, it has worked well on both of those, providing you keep up with it. My garlic, when I was growing it, was black with aphids, and then when I used this, I only had a couple of aphids on it. So definitely something I'm going to keep trialing on all sorts of different bugs to see what I can stop with this. And it worked on the red spider mite on my pepinos as well. But again, got to keep up with it because I had this beautiful new growth and then forgot to spray it again and then went back to square one. But yeah, it's not a chemical and it works a treat. Make sure you drench the complete tree, leaves and stems to prevent the citrus gall wasp as well. And yeah, it's a pretty easy thing to do. You just got to keep up with it, that's all. Then I harvested a couple of watermelons and I didn't know what colour was inside, so this was kind of like my surprise little opening because I planted a few different colours of the watermelon and this one turned out to be yellow. It wasn't completely ripe, but everyone still enjoyed it. So it was, the vine had actually died completely, so I kind of, that was the reason for harvesting it. And then this one, I'm pretty sure it was Sweet Baby watermelon. And I knew this one was red inside. But yeah, just thought I would give you a view of that as well. This one turned out pretty good and was very tasty. Then I needed to clean up some of the dead melon vines that were around the place. So yeah, just trying to trim out the dead amongst the not dead was pretty difficult to do. But I think I managed to get that done pretty well. Then just giving the bananas a bit of a clean up, taking off some dead leaves and putting them around the base of some of the fruit trees. I did notice a lot of this sap coming out of the banana leaves when I cut them, and I'd never noticed this before. I could hear it dripping and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then I got some on my shirt, so PS, it actually stains your shirts. It leaves, like, I had a maroon shirt on and it left like a blood stain on my shirt. And I haven't been able to get that out yet, so that's pretty amazing. But yeah, anyway, I trimmed around all the plants and just chopped and dropped to feed some fruit trees and the bananas. So yeah, that's just a few of the jobs I had to get done over the last few weeks. Still a lot more jobs to get done, especially in the front garden, as there's a lot of bare garden beds out there. So I've got to get onto my autumn planting. Yeah, we've had this butcher bird and its partner coming in every morning to have a feed on the nectar on the banana flowers. I was going to chop the banana flower off, but I think I might leave it there because these little fellas are enjoying the feed quite a lot, and they let you get pretty close to them actually too, so they're pretty cool. Anyway, hope you liked the video and might see you next week with another look at the garden. Take care.